On day 1, I traveled through a mysterious portal, only to find myself and 4 others in a brand new world. Around us was a village filled with life, and everything was made out of blocks? Where are we?
I don't know, but I want to go home!
We all turned to leave, until a large explosion destroyed the portal. I looked over, only to see that entering in the area was a large, deadly piglin army.
Yes! Creativity will die, and this world will be ours!
The Queen Piglin signaled her staff, causing them all to charge in. Rah! They rampaged the village and destroyed everything they could. We gotta get out of here! We tried to escape all of the destruction, but within seconds, found ourselves cornered. Wait, you don't understand. We don't belong here. We just want to go home. The piglins didn't listen, but a mysterious figure dropped down and slashed them back.
I am Steve. Now, do as I say and run!
On day 2, all of us were running for our lives while being chased by a large, gassed ship.
We are taking no survivors! What is this place?
This is Minecraft, a place filled with nothing but creativity!
And destruction. Look, is there any way you can help us get out of here? Unfortunately, the gas blasted a fiery explosion, which hit me head on. I was launched away from the group into a forest deep below. Wait, guys, come back! Just then, a noise sounded off in the bushes of the forest. Who's there? An arrow shot right past me, and as I looked up, I saw I was surrounded by a group of deadly mobs. They all began to chase me through the forest. The zombies were quick on their feet. However, the skeleton jockeys were even faster. One caught up to me and hit me back, bringing me down to a half a heart. Please, stop! They were closing in, but I spotted a mysterious sword stuck in stone. With no other choice, I ran over and collected it. And as I did, I felt stronger than ever before. I gained 5 more hearts and now had brand new diamond / abilities. Whoa. The mobs all ran in and I prepared for a fight. On day 3, I was facing off against the deadly mobs of the forest. They were incredibly strong, but I was using my new diamond / abilities to put up a fight. Because of them, the mobs became scared and ran away.
Yeah, we will be back!
Whoa, this sword is sweet. All right, I need to find a way out of here. However, bursting through the tree line behind me entered a piglin much larger than the others.
You found an ancient item? You die!
Ancient item? What is that? He shot out a lava fight ability, hitting me head on. I gotta go. I quickly began to retreat the area, but he destroyed tree after tree following behind. I met a cliffside and now had nowhere to go. Oh no, this can't be it.
It won't be.
Just then, Steve entered in. You came back.
Yes, I did, strange duck thing. Come on!
He hit me off the cliff, sending me to my doom. On day 4, I fell deep below, landing in a pit of water. Ugh.
Cool, huh? Water is amazing.
I looked around to see we were both in an epic hideout area with all kinds of items and trinkets around. And there in front of me were 6 powerful looking items. Wait, is that this sword?
Yes, these replicas resemble the 6 ancient items lost throughout the world. It's said the one who finds them all could be strong enough to defeat the Piglin Queen and her vicious army. It looks like you're the one to do the job.
Me? No, look, I just want to go back home. However, a loud horn sounded off from outside as the interior began to shake and crumble away. We both stepped outside to see the entire area was surrounded by deadly, gross-looking pillagers.
This here property belongs to us! Take them away!
No! I ran in to use my sword, but was quickly shot with a strange arrow. My vision began to blur, and I passed out. On day 5, I woke up, only to find myself in a strange boxing arena? My head. In the ring with me was Henry, and we had pillagers all around, getting ready to watch a show.
This one's gonna be good!
Henry, where's everyone else?
I'm not sure. We all got separated. And as you can see, I was captured by these guys.
Just then, a chicken walked into the ring. You want us to fight this? But I spoke too soon, because a pillager flipped a switch, causing a tiny, strong-looking zombie to ride it.
You just had to ask.
The bell rang as the zombie chicken rushed in, and with one hit, slammed me back into the ring. That hurt.
Get up and fight!
I did as he said, and used my diamond sword to defend myself. However, its small size made it really hard to hit, and with another slam, I was bested.
I have an idea. Give me the sword.
I listened to Henry, and with the sword, he started to craft away. He tied some loose rope with it, and made a grappling hook.
Come on.
He shot the hook out, and together, we were able to escape the ring.
Hey, get them!
Great work!
Thanks. Here's your sword back. Come on. We gotta go.
On day 6, the two of us made a run for it, while the pillagers shot at us from below.
The two small-nosed punks are trying to escape!
We turned the corner and saw that it led to a dead end.
Great. Now what?
I turned and saw a large, sad Ravager stuck in a cage. I think I found a ticket out of here, but it's gonna sound crazy. The two of us burst out through another hallway, riding the Ravager.
How do we ride this thing?
I don't know! It began to rampage through everything, killing any pillager it came across.
They released Jeremy!
In a matter of seconds, we were able to break through and make it out of their base.
Okay, now what?
Jump! Now! We both jumped as the Ravager took off running into the forest.
Whoa, just look at this place.
I looked around with Henry, and we were in complete awe from the side of the world.
It's amazing.
Yeah, but look, we should focus on getting back home. Maybe one of these ancient items can help us get there.
I think I saw something like that before I got captured. Follow me.
On day 7, I followed Henry until we reached an underground cave. Is there a mine shaft in here?
There it is. Look.
I looked up and saw on top of the waterfall was a strange-looking TNT. Another ancient item. Come on. I ran over and tried to parkour up the wall. However, the floor crumbled below me, causing me to fall. Yeah! How are we going to get up there?
Use that!
I looked over and saw a pickaxe, and with it, I was able to mine through the side of the wall and create a tunnel all the way up. This thing is useful. I walked up and collected the TNT, and as I did, I began to upgrade again. I gained 5 more hearts and felt stronger than ever. What can we do with this?
I have an idea. Hand it over.
I gave it to Henry as he used the crafting table to make something new. In a matter of seconds, he tossed me over a TNT cannon? Whoa, you made this? This is sick. Before we could celebrate, we heard noises coming from behind us. Huh? What's that? Out of a tunnel came barreling a bunch of giant cave spiders.
Oh no!
Run! On day 8, the two of us ran for our lives while the spiders were barreling after us. We managed to turn the corner, making it to a bridge. I have an idea. While we crossed it, I blasted my new TNT cannon, causing the bridge to collapse right behind us. Because of this, all the spiders fell into the unknown. That was a close one. But from the explosion, the cave started to rumble. Come on, we gotta get out of here. We ran and were barely able to make it out just in time. Phew. We looked up and saw the once beautiful landscape was now a full-on battlefield.
This is horrible.
There you are! And it looks like you found one of your friends.
I did. Now we just need to find a way home. Can you help?
Look, if all you want to do is get home, the only way you can is by using Malgosha's staff.
And if I want it, I need the rest of the ancient items. Okay, fine. Then let's do it. On days 9 to 10, Steve led me over to a massive hidden valley where we could be safe from the piglins.
Nothing like a new space to use your creativity.
I love it. Suddenly, we heard a loud explosion nearby. What was that? I looked over to see a person was flying through the sky.
Help me!
I'm on it.
Without hesitation, Steve placed down a water bucket, saving him from the fall.
Oh, thanks. Man, I was so close into getting to that cool mine. There's gotta be some sick items in there.
Maybe another ancient item. Think you can show it to me? I left the valley with Garrett as he brought me to the entrance of an abandoned mine.
I'm telling you, man, something's gotta be down there. Keep an eye out. Some creepers have... Ah! Oh, man, I'm so sorry. You shouldn't sneak up.
The creepers suddenly exploded, knocking us inside. Ah! I looked around as the noise caused more and more creepers to come out of hiding.
Yeah, that's not good.
We gotta go! On days 11 to 12, we were running through the mine as creepers exploded all around us. These guys really have a death wish. Where's the exit?
Over there.
I looked over and saw a set of mine carts at the bottom of the pit. But just then, a creeper fell right in front of us. I blasted it back with my TNT cannon, saving us from the explosion. From there, we fought our way through more creepers, hitting them off the edge when they got close, until we were finally able to make it to the mine carts. How do you work these things?
Just get in. Enjoy it. Woohoo!
I hopped into one of the carts as it started to barrel down the track and into a large cavern. Whoa! However, the track split, separating the two of us.
Don't worry. I'll catch back up in a bit.
As he said this, I heard a noise above me. Oh no! The creepers began to barrage me from above with explosives, trying to knock me off. One of their attacks struck the rails in front of me, completely destroying it. No, no, no! I leapt out of the car at the last second and barely managed to grab the other side. That was close. Looking up, I saw that the track led to a drop even deeper into the caves. What could be down there? As I was looking, though, another creeper came up behind me, pushing me in. On days 13 to 14, I fell down into another cavern, far below the surface. Well, I guess that could have gone worse. I looked around at my new surroundings and saw a strange underground city. What is this place?
Hey, buddy. Man, running for your life really works up an appetite.
Suddenly, as Garrett finished eating, something nearby reacted to the noise. And because of this... Okay, we better stay quiet. We began to slowly search around the area for any way out when I noticed a powerful looking bow in the distance. Another ancient item. We need that to take down the piglins.
All right, but how are you gonna get it?
I think I have an idea.
Seriously? This is the best you could come up with?
Just then, we heard another roar echo out through the cavern.
Okay, never mind. Just hurry it up.
I'm trying! I was trying to reach the bow when I accidentally dropped a block, causing one of the sensors to go off. I fearfully jumped back, only to realize I had activated all the others. Oh no. Turning around, I saw a giant warden burst out from the ground. On days 15 to 16, the beast rushed in to attack. I tried my best to fight back, but anything I did barely left a scratch. Garrett, I think we better...
We're gonna die!
I looked back as it charged up and let out another sonic boom, sending me flying across the city. They're too strong.
Follow me if you want to live!
I quickly ran after Garrett as we safely escaped into a side tunnel. Okay, I think we lost them. But as I said this, we heard a noise from behind.
Please don't eat me!
I then saw the creature that had found us was just a baby. Aw, look at him.
I don't trust it. Nothing can be that cute.
Suddenly, the baby let out an ear-piercing screech, shaking the entire area. Because of this, rocks began to fall around us as the tunnel began to collapse. I dove forward and pushed the baby warden, saving him just in time. Let's get out of here. All three of us ran back out into the city to escape. But within an instant, the wardens had surrounded us. They were about to take us down until the baby stepped in front. All of them began to relax and stepped aside for me to grab the skulk bow.
I guess they're saying thank you for saving the kid.
I ran up and grabbed it, causing me to upgrade again. I gained 5 more hearts and was now equipped with a sonic boom attack. Sweet. I guess some of the monsters here aren't that bad. With that, the wardens were able to lead us to the exit when a group of creepers began to fall into the cave. I think they're still mad at us though. On day 17 to 18, the creepers ran up and began to explode everything in sight. All right, that's it. I began to fire out my new bow at them, blasting them back with a sonic boom. With that, and some help from the wardens, we were able to scare off the rest of them.
Yeah, you tell him, little guy.
After saying goodbye, Garrett and I finally made it back to the surface. I can't wait to see what other items we can find to get stronger. As we continued walking, I saw someone watching us from the tree line. Is that another person? Hey, where are you going?
Well, I'm gonna go grab some grub.
I ran after him as he led me to a cliffside. Hey, my name is...
I know who you are, and you can call me Herobrine.
What the? Before I could react, he teleported behind me and hit me on the back of the head. Ah!
Oh, you players, always so gullible.
My vision started to blur as I passed out. On days 19 to 21, I woke up inside of a cell. Hey, what's going on?
Shut it! Now tell me, why are you gathering those items?
Well, which is it? Do you want me to shut it or answer your question?
Ha! So witty. Let's see if you can keep that up while burning alive.
He flipped a switch, causing the top of my cell to open up and release lava down towards me. Wait, no! I was almost done for when suddenly a wall burst open as Steve came charging in.
Don't worry, your savior is here!
You!
Herobrine ran up to attack Steve, but he placed down some TNT, blowing him back and breaking me out of the cage.
Over here!
With Herobrine stunned, I ran with Steve into the next room.
Let me tell you, this guy is bad news. We gotta get out of here quick, and the only way out is up.
I looked up to see a series of platforms leading to the top of the tower. Well, what are we waiting for? We began to jump up the platforms, but that's when I noticed Herobrine had already caught up.
This is my tower, you fools! You'll never escape me!
As he said this, traps began to activate all around our path, shooting out deadly flames to take us down. On days 22 to 26, we continued to jump around, trying to dodge Herobrine's traps.
Come on, move those blocky legs!
I led to the next platform, only for a powerful lightning strike to slam down onto me. Ah! I was brought down to low hearts, but thankfully, we were able to make it to the top. And there, on a pedestal, was a set of fiery wings?
It's called an elytra. This is the ancient fire one. It's Herobrine's personal pair.
I made a break for the pedestal, but as I did, Herobrine teleported in front of me. Ah!
First you try to escape, then you want to steal from me? You don't know who you're messing with.
He began to float up into the air as lightning struck down all around us. I tried to rush in with my diamond sword, but he just blasted me back. I can't take much more of this.
I'll get you an opening. Hey, I noticed you stole my outfit. Are you like a super fan or something?
You blabbering idiot!
His words enraged Herobrine, who flew in to attack. And with his back turned, I was able to fire off a sonic boom, sending him flying off the tower. Ha ha! We did it!
I can't believe that actually worked. Hurry, grab the elytra.
On days 27 to 29, I ran up and grabbed the flaming elytra, causing them to form onto my body. I gained 5 more hearts, and now I could fly. Woohoo!
Awesome! Now, can you get us out of here?
Right, sorry. I picked up Steve, and we went soaring right out of the tower, safely bringing us down to the ground. another step closer to getting back home. However, as we began to leave, a large fireball crashed down in front of us. What the? I looked up to see that the piglin army was marching in.
Ah, perfect timing, you two. Destroy them!
Her soldiers began to charge in to take us down. But just then,
What the? Wait!
Herobrine crashed down with another bolt of lightning, taking out multiple piglins in a single move.
Stay away from my home!
Just the man I was looking for.
She shot out a strange beam of energy at him, causing something to happen.
What? No! No!
Her attack transformed Herobrine into an orb?
What are you waiting for? Grab it!
I don't know what he just did, but it can't be good.
Couldn't agree more. I flew forward, trying to reach the orb before the piglins.
Not so fast.
Suddenly, she summoned another portal right in front of me, causing me to fly right inside. On days 30 to 32, I came flying through the other side of the portal, right into the nether. Ah! I barely managed to catch myself and landed safely on a cliff. Whoa! All right, I'm okay. I can just go right back through and... Oh, you've gotta be kidding me! Now how do I get out of here? I turned around to see my shouts had caused the ghast to notice me. Hey there, buddy. I don't suppose you know where I could find another portal around here? Why did I even ask? I was running for my life from the ghast when I noticed a small tunnel up ahead. I barely managed to jump into it, as its large size made it impossible to follow me. Oh, thank goodness. I then started to hear shouting coming from down the tunnel.
Get a move on, boys! We're all getting promotions today!
Huh? I followed the shouts to a clearing, where I saw a massive nether bastion. There was a line of piglin soldiers waiting to be transformed by the orb from before. I then looked over and saw that they had a functioning nether portal nearby. Okay, this might be my only chance.
So, what do you think the boss is planning for today?
Oh, you know, world domination. Again. Wait, look over there.
What is it?
Haha, made you work.
I snuck closer towards the portal, hiding behind whatever I could to avoid the piglin's sight. If I get caught, I'm done for. I was about to make it in when one of the large mutated piglins walked by.
Wait. What's that smell?
The monster looked around and started to head right towards me. Think! In my panic, I shot out a sonic blast, shattering a barrel across the way. And inside was a ton of gold.
Hey! Is that gold?
All at once, the piglins stopped what they were doing and rushed towards the pile to fight over it.
Keep your slimy hands off my gold.
No, it's mine!
Haha, gold's their weakness. With them distracted, I was able to sneak out into the open and run into the portal. I'm never going there again. I was finally able to head back to my home, where I saw the others had made it back safely as well.
Thank goodness you're all right, and just in time to see the place I made you.
Whoa, thanks. Man, this makes me really miss my real home even more. But as I said this, I heard a strange noise. Huh? I looked over and saw that a block was missing from my wall. What the? I went to investigate it as an Enderman teleported in, taking another one. Hey, get back here! On days 36 to 39, I ran after the Enderman, who continued to teleport around and evade me. What were you doing in my house? I was about to catch up to him, but I wasn't looking where I was running, as it teleported away from a cliff. Wah! Thankfully, my wings saved me from falling, but I saw that multiple Endermen had gathered in a clearing at the bottom. I quietly flew down closer and saw Natalie was trapped in a cage.
Let me out of here, you purple freaks!
That's Henry's sister. I gotta get her out of there. I began to sneak closer, using the piles of blocks as cover. Psst, Natalie, what happened?
Hey, I don't know. They haven't hurt me or anything, but they won't let me leave.
All right, just stay quiet. I'll get you. Oh no. The Enderman roared out and hit me into the open. Because of this, all the others took notice and charged in. On days 40 to 44, the Endermen teleported around me and hit me around with their long arms. Ah! Hey! There are too many of them! I hit one back with my sword and tried to make a run for it. Unfortunately, though, they could easily cut me off.
The trees! Get under a tree!
Huh? With no other option, I did what she said. And because of this, the Enderman couldn't reach me. Haha! That actually worked! I then was able to blast them back with my TNT. But as I did this, they all calmed down. I heard a voice ring out, like it was in my head.
It seems my men have found my new warrior.
What the? I watched as the Enderman let Natalie out of her cage. And as I walked forward, one of them grabbed me. Hey, what are you? Suddenly, I was teleported by the Enderman into a different dimension.
I'm so happy to finally meet you.
I turned around to see a massive dragon. This place just keeps getting weirder.
I am the Ender Dragon. I usually do not summon humans to my realm. But right now, our world needs someone powerful enough to stop those wretched piglins.
I know. I've seen what they can do, but nothing will stop me from getting back home. The dragon nodded and led me over to the edge of her floating island.
I will only share my ancient item with the strongest human. You have shown your power against my Enderman. Now, show me your will!
She blasted out flames towards me, forcing me to leap to the first platform. All right, that'll be easy. I began to fly between the platforms, using my elytra wings to float across. But as I did, the dragon came swooping in. Wah! I tried to avoid her attacks, but she was relentless and kept raining down fire, bringing me down to low hearts. No, I'm not gonna make it.
The piglins will be much stronger than this. Show me your will to fight.
I thought back to all the friends I had made in this world and the amazing things we created. I need to fight to keep them safe. I need to save this world. On days 48 to 52, I continued to jump through the dragon's test. And with my newfound purpose, I was much faster and easily dodged around her attacks. Haha! Not this time! With that, I was finally able to make it to the end of the course.
Well done. Now, you see this world for what it's worth. It must be protected.
She blasted down another wave of flames as an ender staff appeared in front of me. Sweet. I was about to pick it up when suddenly we heard a loud war cry coming from the main island.
You think you can hide away from Malgosha? Every dimension will be hers to rule!
I watched in horror as the piglins charged in to attack. Some Endermen tried to defend their island, but they were quickly taken down.
You disgusting beasts!
The Ender Dragon flew over to push them back, but as she did, one of the ghasts broke an end crystal, causing her to get weakened.
Get her while she's down!
She was quickly surrounded by pigmen, and I knew she wouldn't last much longer. On days 53 to 56, I grabbed the Ender Staff, causing me to grow even stronger. I gained 5 more hearts and could teleport at will. Awesome! I used my new item to quickly teleport back to the island and blast away the piglins around the dragon.
Stop the ghasts! I won't last much longer!
I'm on it! I quickly teleported up to the top and took out one of the ghasts. I saw another floating to a crystal, but before I could teleport to it, I was blown back by an explosion. Ah!
I should have known you'd be here, weakling. Malgosha will be proud when I bring her your head.
General Chungus rushed in to take me down, but I quickly teleported behind him. Rah! I continued to teleport around him, using my speed to my advantage. Then, I unleashed a full force sonic boom, sending him flying back. I'm a lot stronger than when we last fought.
You really think you're strong? Even if you defeat me, you're no match for that.
Sorry, he was getting annoying.
With their general defeated, the rest of the Nether forces didn't stand a chance against us.
Thank you, kind human. Soon you will be strong enough to take down Malgosha.
I won't let you down. With that, another Enderman grabbed me, teleporting me away. On days 57 and 59, I was teleported back to the overworld. But when I arrived, I saw the pillagers from before were stealing from the Enderman's blocks. Hey!
Oh no. Everyone panic! It's that crazy blue duck from before!
Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you. But stop stealing from these Endermen.
We are pillagers? We pillage! But maybe you have a point. Here, we actually found this.
The pillager then threw me over a map?
We found this in the rubble. It's to the site of an ancient iron golem. Legend says he has the last ancient item.
That's the last one I need. Thanks.
Yeah, sorry about the whole kidnapping thing earlier. All right, boys, keep stealing.
I quickly ran off, following the map to a jungle temple? Whoa, I was about to walk inside when I was suddenly hit back. I looked up, only to see Dawn was there in front of me.
Dude, you almost stepped on that pressure plate. This place is full of traps.
Right, sorry.
It's all right, just follow me.
We carefully snuck our way through, eventually finding the main chamber. And in it was an inert iron golem.
Ooh, this thing looks pretty beat up. Maybe we could find a way to fix it.
We were about to look around. However, I was suddenly hit again. Ah! Why did you do it that time?
That wasn't me.
I looked down to see that I was hit by a silverfish, and crawling in from the entrance was an entire horde of them. Oh no! On days 60 to 63, the silverfish began to swarm towards Dawn and I.
What do we do? Do something!
I'm on it! I blasted them back with my TNT, instantly scaring them off. Huh. Well, that was easy. But because of this, the ground began to shake.
You just had to use TNT, didn't you?
The floor cracked open below us, causing us to fall deep within the temple. Ah! We landed in an ominous tunnel below, with an exit nowhere in sight.
Okay, just remain calm. And... oh, yeah, that one's on me.
Poison arrows began to fly out from the walls, cutting down on my hearts instantly. Ah! We ran down the hallway, dodging as many traps as we could, but more and more just kept coming. We finally saw the exit up ahead, but I hit a tripwire, causing the ground to fall out in front of us. Jump!
What?
Just do it! She jumped up, allowing me to hit her with my sonic boom, sending her flying across the pit.
Ow!
Sorry! I flew across myself, barely avoiding another anvil as I safely made it to the other side. We did it. On days 64 to 68, we were making our way back to the center of the temple until we came across a room full of iron.
Ooh, this gives me an idea.
She gathered some iron and ran back to the ancient golem, where she started to place the iron onto its body. There's no way that's going to, but as I said this, the golem suddenly activated.
Thank you, human. I am in your debt.
You can pay that debt by giving me your ancient item.
I am sorry. My armor was taken long ago. But if you retrieve it, it is yours.
With that, the golem began to march out of the temple.
I guess we're following you now.
It led us all the way to a giant wall. The armor's here?
Yes, this is the Far Lands. Only the most cursed creatures can survive within it. So be careful.
Yep, that's a no for me. That temple was already more than I bargained for.
After telling Dawn where to find our base, I journeyed into the Far Lands. I used my elytra to fly between the cracks, but the further I got, the weirder things began to get.
What are you looking at?
Nothing. But just then, I heard a loud screech sounding off in the air. Huh? What's that? I turned around, only to see a group of phantoms flying towards me, and they did not look friendly. Oh no! On days 69 to 73, the phantoms came in to attack. I fought back with my abilities, but no matter what I did, more and more of them just kept coming. What is with these guys? What was that? I rushed towards the laughter, but the phantoms were still hot on my tail. I began to fly through the tall cracks in the area to get away, but I just couldn't shake them. I spun around and shot out a TNT blast, crushing them with falling rubble. Haha, take that! I finally was able to make it to the center, where I found a witch's hut. But just outside of it, I saw the ancient armor. There it is. I ran towards it, only to be hit back by a powerful spell. Ah!
What do we have here?
I'm here for that armor you stole, so give it back.
I did not steal this armor. It was simply not being used. But no matter, I'm willing to part with it if you do something for me.
With no other option, I agreed, and the witch waved her wand, causing us to be teleported away. I looked at my new surroundings to see another clearing, and there at the center was a wither?
Defeat this disgusting thing and give me its nether star. That will be the only trade I'll accept for the armor.
All right, you got yourself a deal. On days 74 to 77, I flew towards the Wither. I fought way stronger things than this. This'll be easy. But as I said this, something started to happen. A storm rolled in overhead as the Wither began to glitch out. What's going on?
Don't you see? In the far lands, nothing is what it seems.
The Wither began to grow larger and larger until its body became a massive, glitchy storm. Oh, come on! It roared out as it began to fire down deadly beams of energy directly towards me. I began to quickly move around the clearing, trying to blast it back, but nothing seemed to affect it at all.
The heads, dear boy! It's heads!
Right! Here goes nothing! I used all my movement abilities to get close and flew up towards its head. It saw what I was doing though and blasted down everything it had to keep me at bay. I shot out my abilities at the closest head, dealing massive damage with just a single hit. Haha! But my celebration was cut short as a powerful lightning bolt struck me to the ground. It was about to blast down at me again, but I pulled out my skulk bow and shot it right in the eye as it was charging up. This caused the monster to wail in pain as I thankfully took it down.
Good work, young man. Now, to make good on our deal.
On days 78 to 80, the witch teleported us both out to the edge of the Farlands.
Here you go. I'm a woman of my word.
She tossed over the ancient armor, and as I put it on, I felt myself begin to grow stronger one final time. I gained 5 more hearts, and now had a full-on armored suit with new abilities. Yes, I now have all the 6 ancient items.
Good luck, human. And thanks again for the upgrade.
Huh? I watched as the witch put on the nether star from the Wither, causing her to be filled with magical power.
Yes! Time to pay those imbeciles a visit.
She flew off in the direction of a pillager mansion? I bet she's gonna have a nice talk with them, right? Unfortunately, I saw her fly above the mansion and begin to blast it to pieces with her magic.
Somebody save us!
No, those are the pillagers from before. I have to help them. I quickly flew over just in time to see a tree collapsing over a pillager trying to escape. Watch out! I rushed up, barely pushing him out of the way in time.
What? Go away, human! This is none of your concern!
Well, if I knew you were gonna hurt my friends, then I would have never made a deal with you.
Yeah, what he said.
So be it. You'll die with them!
On days 81 to 85, the empowered witch continued to rain down her deadly magic all over the area, destroying everything in sight. Hurry, get out of there! I blasted open the nearest wall, giving more pillagers the chance to escape. But this only made the witch angrier.
I think I need to clip your wings, little birdie!
She threw out a potion that hit me head on, but instead of taking damage, I was slowed and couldn't fly anymore. I was now an easy target as she blasted me with everything she had, and I knew I couldn't last much longer.
So long, little human!
She charged up a final attack to take me down, when suddenly,
Hey, creepy magic lady! Don't forget about us!
multiple crossbow bolts flew into the air, hitting the witch and interrupting her spell.
Ah! You annoying brats!
Now's my chance! While she was distracted, I shot out my new attack, making her fall right out of the sky. I quickly followed up with my sword, defeating her with one more powerful blow. Yes, we did it!
Thank you, Duckman! Without you, we would have been goners!
Well, I could say the same thing about you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some piglins to hunt down. On days 86 to 90, I was making my way back to the base when I came across the village from all those days before. And there, bringing together her army of the Nether, was Malgosha, the piglin queen.
It's finally time! Time for us piglins to rise! rise to the overworld and stomp out the disgusting creativity within. The humans who have come to this world think they can just stand against us?
No!
They think they can stop us?
No!
They think they can rule better than us?
No!
Yeah!
What was that?
You've seen what they can build, my queen. It's truly inspiring.
Aw, how adorable. You like the humans.
Yeah, I guess you could say.
Without warning, the Piglin Queen blasted the Piglin with her magic, killing him instantly. That monster.
Now that that's over with, who's ready to take over the world?
All the piglins cheered in unison as they rushed out of the village. This is bad. I have to tell the others. On days 91 to 94, I rushed back to the Hidden Valley, where I saw all my friends had gathered together. I caught them up on everything I saw and what the piglins were doing.
So you're telling me the army of walking pigs could be here at any moment?
What are we going to do? We can't fight them all. And don't even get me started on Malgosha.
Everyone calm down, calm down. I bet Steve here has the perfect plan.
I was gonna hit her with a stick until she gave up the wand.
I am surrounded by idiots.
All right, everyone, seriously, I have a plan. We're not gonna let her take over this world. This whole time, I've been just trying to get home. But I see now, Steve and all of these innocent mobs, this is their home. And we're not gonna let these piglins take it away from them. Garrett, Henry, I'm gonna need a lot of TNT.
Now we're talking.
Dawn and Natalie, can you guys give me some gold?
We're on it.
What do you want me to do, boss?
Oh, I have the perfect job for you. On days 95 to 99, my friends and I set up our plan and stood outside the base.
You sure this is gonna work?
Let's hope so. Just then, we saw Steve come sprinting into view.
Guys, I think it's working.
Behind him was the rushing horde of Malgosha's army.
Run, little man! Run! Now, Fozo!
Wait! Now! Garrett flipped the switch, sending out a redstone signal to reveal a pile of gold blocks.
Yeah, get him! Wait, is that?
Gold!
The piglins all ran towards the pile recklessly, just as planned. Henry, you're up! He fired a single flaming arrow into the air, which hit its target, igniting all of the hidden TNT under the gold.
You guys smell something burning?
In one massive explosion, the piglin army was blown to pieces. Yes!
Whew, haha, nice work. But where's Malgosha?
Suddenly, powerful magic fired down all around me, blasting my friends back in an instant.
You think my only strength is my army? You are nothing compared to me!
Come on, Malgosha! This fight is between you and me. Leave them out of this.
If you wish.
With a simple flick of her wand, we were teleported in the middle of a nether arena. On day 100, I was face to face with the Piglin Queen herself. I can't let you destroy the overworld, Malgosha. Just leave them alone.
Ha! You think just because you have some fancy trinkets that you can scare me away from my destiny? I won't let anyone stand in my way!
She began to fire out deadly blasts towards me, using all of her powers to take me down. I knew I would have to get in close if I stood any chance of defeating her, but she wouldn't let up on her attacks. She was clearly the strongest enemy I would ever face. But now, I wasn't scared anymore, and I knew what I had to do to save my friends. I blasted her with the sonic boom, allowing me to close the distance while she was stunned. But before I even got the chance, explosive magma would fly out of lava nearby and knock me to the ground. Ah! She used this opportunity to hit me head on, with more of her magic taking me down to low hearts.
The hero of the overworld has finally fallen! Any last words?
Yeah, do you ever shut up?
You wretched human!
She angrily rushed up to take me down, but I used my ender staff to dodge her attack. I then followed up with the final diamond slash, using all my remaining strength to cut into her, taking her down for good. From there, where she stood, was her wand to make a portal that can bring us back home. Finally, I can return back home, but maybe just one more night.